Tonight on Studio One, your last chance to take advantage of the visa amnesty.
How to protect your children from asthma.
Enzo Neri whips up a fabulous dish in the kitchen.
It is Studio One.
As always, live from the heart of Dubai. Hello and welcome to yet another week of Studio One as we launch ourselves headfirst into another 5 days of lifestyle, health, a lot more.
So much more. And we start our week by giving you the details of visa amnesty, advice to keep the kids healthy, and of course ending it all with a yummy meal. Now, as many of you already know, a visa amnesty is currently underway here in the UAE, which gives those who have outstayed their visa a chance to own up and leave the country.
Indeed it does. And listen, our first guest this evening is the Head of Public Relations at the General Directorate of Residency and Foreigners Affairs in Ajman. Captain Sultan Al-Zabi is here to give us all of the details. Captain, thank you very much indeed for being with us.
Thank you.
It's a grace period born out of compassion, of course, from the federal government of the UAE. How exactly does the amnesty itself work?
Well, to put it simply, the government of the UAE, they announced this amnesty to give a chance for the illegal residents overstaying their visas, residency visas and visiting visas, to correct their status and leave the country. So they announced 10 centers around the UAE, the service centers to receive these illegal residents.
Yeah.
All they have to do is that they go to these centers around the UAE. They need to produce their identification documents and ticket back home. Then they are checked for their criminal records to make sure they're clean. Then their applications are processed within 10 minutes.
Yeah.
After which they are giving out passes and they can leave the country.
Wow.
Now, this is the fourth time a visa amnesty has been granted, the last time being back in 2007. Why exactly is there a need to provide visa amnesty?
The thing is, this initiative we can consider a human initiative. Like the leadership of the UAE, they were concerned about because now they checked that some people they had to overstay for some reasons. I mean, their personal issues, and that resulted in them incurring large sums of fines because. So they, out of concern for this segment of the society, they gave this chance so that they can start afresh with a great peace of mind. Because if you are violating the rules, you cannot have this peace of mind. So this is like a human initiative from the government of the UAE to give them a chance to start afresh.
It is a very compassionate move, as you say. And possibly there are those out there this evening who have overstayed their welcome, overstayed their original visa. They're here illegally. You mentioned the peace of mind there. They might be worrying. If they are here illegally, how can they get home? What's the best way to go about it?
Well, now is the best chance because the government announced this amnesty for 60 days, started from 4th of December, it's running until the 3rd of February. So this is the golden chance they can benefit from.
Yeah.
That they go to these centers, have themselves checked, have out passes, then leave the country. So these simple steps, in turn, they will get a great goal to start afresh.
You mentioned it's very simple, it's very straightforward, and it's best to take advantage of it now.
Of course, yeah.
Now, yeah.
It's brilliant. It started on the 4th of December and it's on till the 3rd of Feb. And
Yes.
this is the best time to leave the country without facing any kind of penalty.
Yes.
But what about those who have any kind of loans or legal matters pending? Will that be waived?
See, the thing is, this amnesty, it only it revolves around waiving the fines accumulated over the months and years. I mean, the other thing they have to deal with the other parties because it only concerns about the fines of them overstaying their visas, visiting visas.
So if there's any others, they have to take care of those.
Yes,
Right.
they have to take care of that.
Yeah.
And once they leave the country, will they allowed to be re-enter the? Will they be allowed to re-enter the country later?
See, the thing is, anyone leaving the country can come back once they applied for re-entrance.
Yeah.
And will they be subject to any kind of labor bans? Will there be any kind of labor ban on them?
Listen, there's no, like I said, anybody leaving the country, they have to apply for visit visas or the other kind of visas, and the approval is subject to many various reasons. I mean,
how long would you suggest people wait before they reapply for a visa to return to the United Arab Emirates?
Well, there's no certain, period. I mean, once you leave, you can reapply. I mean, according to the procedures. I mean.
Okay.
In this matter.
Okay.
Now, we mentioned earlier that the amnesty expires by the 3rd of Feb. Is there any possibility that this period might be further extended a little?
Well, the thing is, I mean, the government of the UAE, and especially the Under-Secretary for Naturalization, Residency and Ports, I mean, Lieutenant General Nasser Al-Audi Al-Manhari, I mean, he stressed that 60 days is enough. Especially that before the amnesty was announced, when it was announced, there was a great deal of media campaign undertaken to make the parties concerned aware of this, whether in the large number of leaflets were distributed, and there was a campaign in the newspapers and even in the social media. So 60 days is more than enough. I mean.
And that 60-day comes to a conclusion on February the 3rd, is that correct?
Yes.
So just to reiterate, as we wrap things up and say goodbye, if people are concerned, if they're worried, if they want that peace of mind, if they're here illegally, what should they do tomorrow? Go to one of the centres? That's what
yes,
you advise?
we really urge them because, I mean, time is running out. Yeah. We hope they take advantage of this golden chance. And if they have any question, they can call the toll-free line. We have a toll-free line regarding this amnesty. It's 800 5111. So they can forward their inquiries, and we'll be more than happy to answer them. Actually, we have directions to make the procedures very easy so that they can, I mean, leave the country, I mean, with a great peace of mind.
All the advice and help is there. 800 5111 was the number for anyone requiring more information. Captain Sultan Al-Zabi, thank you very much indeed for being with us and for answering our questions. Very kind of you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Coming up, how to protect your kids from asthma.
Stay tuned for that.